Hello, hockey and basketball fans. My name is David. Thought I would start this video at 7:55 on the morning of Friday, 5th of May, 2023, North American Eastern Time. Oh my God, these Leafs thought they could just coast to victory after having taken an early 2-0 lead. By the end of the first period of the second game of their 2023 second round series against the Panthers, it was already 2-1. 2-0 to 2-1. Not very good. Things will get worse from there. Ultimately ending up at 3-2 down after two periods, and well, that was it. Two straight losses. And anyone who claims that this season will feature an Oilers-Leafs Stanley Cup final should at least for now give his or her head a shake. Why is that? Because these Leafs are down. Lost two straight games. They've only won one home game this postseason. Well, if it's a good route, Leafs had better hope that their record on the road, so far 3-0 this postseason, will help them get back on track. Certainly, the 1995 conference quarterfinal between the Leafs and Blackhawks featured the Blackhawks go down 2-0, losing those games at home, the United Center, before storming back to win that series in 7 games. Could the Leafs repeat? We'll see. That's although this series is looking more like the first round series between the Oilers and Jets in 2021 from the Oilers' perspective, and the Habs-Jets series from the Jets' perspective. In those two series, the home team, the team with the home ice advantage, ended up being swept. That's right, swept. The Oilers in the North Division semifinal between them and the Jets, and in the North Division final between the Jets and Habs, the Jets. Man, oh man. Do these Leafs players understand that the Jets this postseason were bounced in part because winning at home was not something they ended up doing? At least the Jets started their playoff series on the road. Didn't work though in the end because the Jets only won one game. Then we go to the Oilers Golden Knights playoff series. So far, the Oilers offense hasn't had too many issues. Well, other than Leon Draisaitl scoring 4 goals and his team ending up losing. A diversity of scoring will need to come. On the bright side, the Oilers have yet to lose consecutive games this postseason. Not so good, however, is that the Oilers have allowed a ton of goals in a lot of those games. At least 3. In all, I believe, all but one game. So, this weekend's game against, between the Golden Knights and Oilers, will it result in a tie series? We'll see. I have, at this point, more hope the Oilers will win their second round series than the Leafs. Again, the Oilers seem to be deeper in terms of offensive weapons. I mean, heck, the Oilers have scored 4 goals already. That's as many, and the Oilers scored all those goals in their second round series in just the first game. The Leafs have scored that many goals, but have taken 2 games to do so. It's 4 games in a row the Leafs have scored fewer than 3 goals. How many games have the Leafs won? This many. How many games did that happen? Ugh. I am not confident that these Leafs are going to take it. I don't know what's going to happen in the offseason, but unless the 2023 Panthers-Leafs playoff series goes at least this many games, I see no reason to just, figuratively speaking, tear that roster down to the studs. And yes, Ilya Samsonov, the Leafs' de facto number one goalie, hasn't performed that well. Who would have thought that his struggles in the postseason wouldn't be so much away from home, but at home? Ugh. Another game, he's given up, two or more ugly goals. And we all know what happens when that happens. Yeah. I mean, indeed, not even, shortly after the game, a reporter asked Samsonov what the Russian goalie had thought about the performance of his counterpart, Sergei Bobrovsky, of the Panthers. Samsonov claimed in response to not have given, quote, to not have given, quote, even an, quote, F, unquote. I don't like to say the whole word because it's a swear word, the F word. An F-bomb. It may be understandable on the one hand because, Samsonov couldn't control how Bobrovsky performed. But Samsonov could control how he performed. Leafs head coach Sheldon Keefe will be as dumb as a doorknob to use Samsonov as a starter in this series unless the only alternative available is not any of Joseph Woll, Erik Källgren, or Keith Petruzzelli. Why is that? I mentioned the goalies below Samsonov on the depth chart who are not named Matt Murray because Matt Murray remains injured as far as anyone can tell. Yet, heck, it may be even better to use an emergency backup and put him in action if that is what it takes to avoid using Samsonov again. Should Samsonov receive a qualifying offer, he is, after all, a pending restricted free agent with arbitration rights. Cap hit this season was $1.8 million US. I mean, I could understand, the Capitals moving on from him. And yes, great regular season goalie for the most part. But this, this being a sieve, it's just not on. I mean, there are times when a goalie has to stand on his head to help an NHL team. These Leafs have not had the offense that they should have had by now. Yet defense has been something that Kyle Dubas hasn't invested in. It's, give to each of Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner, and John Tavares per season cap hits of at least $10.9 million US. And to heck with the others. Dubas should have looked at the salary cap in the late 2000s and said, I better not give him this much. Give him $4 million US cap and offer them that. If they don't want to take him, let him walk. Instead, we have a team that's won a single playoff series and not even a game beyond an opening round series during the cap era. I don't blame Dubas for Leaf teams of, before the 2018-19 season, because he wasn't GM of any of them. But he has been GM. He's already in his fifth season. I'm not sure what's going to happen in the offseason. I must say that. But for me, unless the Leafs take this series to at least a sixth game, I don't see a compelling reason for Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment, the ownership group of the Leafs, to allow Dubas or Shanahan to stay one more day in his position beyond the week that follows the loss of the Leafs' second round series, should that loss occur in not more than 5 games. Already game 2. It's hard to know what's going to happen, but it's looking like it's going to be time for a rebuild, effective sometime next week. With respect to the Stanley Cup playoffs and the upcoming International Ice Hockey Federation Adult Men's World Championship, it is, for now, go Oilers go, go Leafs go, and go Canada go.